Welcome into Championship Sunday here at Dawg Bowl 15. My name's Jared Miller.
Joaquin Rivera.
We're here to bring you Copper C Championship game between the Mallards and the Fighting Mongooses. Should be an exciting one to kick off. A very full Sunday afternoon here at the Edge Ice Arena in Littleton, Colorado. Joaquin, how's your weekend been? Have you been hanging around the Dawg Bowl?
Yeah, it's been great. It's my first time getting to experience everything with this awesome charity event. Got filled in a little bit ago, like last week, and getting to see this event that's been going on for years, and it's been awesome to see the different people that are involved in it, and obviously anything for a great cause, and if hockey's involved, I'm always on board.
Yeah, definitely an incredible cause, bringing the hockey community together, and while it is for charity, all 54 teams here do want to lift the Dawg Bowl trophy at the end of the weekend. And one of these teams will be the first to do so this year. Gerke entering the face-off circle for the Mallards. And we're off. Mallards gain possession first. Gerke, center ice, taken away by the Mongooses. Sent deep. Now carried behind the net by Shackelford. Shackelford turns it over. Able to get a stick on it. Can't fully corral it and gets some help. And the puck exits the zone through center ice. One-on-one here. Shot goes wide. Up the wall, Shackelford back down low. Behind the net of Knight. Samuelson has it for a second, loses it. Fight Mongooses wraparound, broken up in front. Cycle down low, Samuelson has it in his own end. Starts up ice, pokes it forward, chips it out. The Mallards cross the blue line. Zielinski stops up, tries to send towards the net, doesn't get past the bottom of the circles, and now taken by the Fighting Mongooses up the ice. Sent down into the Mallard zone, behind their own net. Turned over. Mongooses trying to keep it in. They do. Second effort, Mallards get it out, and now head up ice. Chip forward, one-on-one here if they heard. Numbers. Nice play there by the back-checking Cook to break that one up. Mallards with a near chance. Mallards off to send this one deep. Overa behind his own net. Plays that one for his teammate. Now up ice, nice stretch pass. Some space here for Levine. Makes a move to the middle, backhand. Loses a handle, puck glides to the corner. Centering pass blocked. Wraps around the wall. Mongooses cycle down low. Towards the front, gets blocked. Kept in at the blue line. By Mongooses, centering pass, shot wide. Mongooses get there first, keep possession, pass off the wall. Weakland makes a move, cuts to the middle. Nice stick from the defender, breaks it up, and now sent towards the net. Deflected, and Knight covers that one up.
Yeah, a couple of nice chances there potentially. Couldn't get a clean look on net. But trying to create some work in the slot there. We'll see what they can build off of from there.
Definitely both teams feeling each other out right now, it looks like. Trying to strike first. Face off. One back by the Mallards in their own end. Up the wall. Turned over on the sidewall. Chip. Out. 2-on-1 here. Weakland comes over and breaks that one up. Now the Mongooses try to answer, but it's taken away by Smith. Smith enters the zone. Sent deep. Weakland back to retreat. Weakland up the near wall. Pops to the middle. Finds its way out. Mallards looking to regroup. Backhand pass intercepted. Taken by Drobot. Drobot, right wall, shot, high. Kept in by Weakland. Sent it towards the net, block. Chance here. Olvera comes out of his net very far. Play that one to safety. Centering pass. Broken up by the Mallards defense. Gonzalez keeps us in for the time being, now taken away by the Mallards, up the ice. Eimer had lost control of that one, and that was sent down the ice for a whistle.
Yeah, Mallards had a couple of different chances there on 3 different shifts to maybe get an odd man rush and just couldn't quite get to a loose puck. Good job by the Mongooses there to just break those up. And then even having the netminder come almost out to the blue line just to make sure they didn't get one through.
Rivera able to guide that puck to safety, although probably nerve-wracking if you're on the bench over there.
He looked pretty comfortable out there, so maybe that's not the first time he's done that.
That's true. Anything can happen in men's league hockey. Now, Fighting Mongooses with a breakaway here. And on Knight, scores! 5-hole. Casey Jones strikes first for the Fighting Mongooses.
Yeah, great job to just poke that one right off the draw. Didn't need any support, had plenty of time there, and just buried that one right through the 5-hole.
Replay here, yep. Plenty of space, in alone from the red line, and then just does not make a mistake on Knight there.
And he had a lot of time, too, and didn't feel the need to get any closer and make a move. Just let that one rip and found a home.
Mallards now looking for an answer, down 1 in the first half of this championship game.
Always interesting to see how the first goal will dictate how things go from there.
Especially with the Mallards had a couple of chances one way, and then all of a sudden it was the Mongooses who struck first. Mallards now up the ice with some numbers if they hurry. Samuelson cuts the middle, whiffs on the shot, and cleared the safety for an icing here.
Yeah, they've come in a few times and tried to get something going and couldn't get a clean look on net yet. So we haven't really seen them test the goalie yet. But another offensive draw, and we'll see what they can put together here.
If you haven't been tuning in this weekend, 2 22-minute halves here at the Dawg Bowl, running clock, so a lot of time, but it does start to tick down quickly, especially whistle after whistle. It doesn't stop, so 44 minutes turns into 5 minutes real quick, and the Mongooses have the lead. They're in a good spot to start this one so far. Battle along the near wall. Sent towards the middle. Mallards with Olvera gets a shoulder on that one to keep it out. Sent back deep by the Mallards. Winfield behind the net loses control. Kept it at the blue line for the time being. Mongooses circle back. Cross ice pass. Red line. 2-on-2 here. Fake slap shot. Makes a move. One hand around the net. Backhand it up high. Weakland sends toward the net and saved by Knight. Mongoose is on in the corner. Back up to Weakland. Sent around the wall. Another keep at the blue line for the Mongooses. And now a chance here. Backhand. Loses that one in the feet. Couldn't quite control that one, was Phibbs. Now, chance the other way for the Mallards. 1-on-4 here. Has a trailer towards the net wide. Olvera doesn't have to make a save on that one. Winfield. Pass blocked. Samuelson now sends it towards the net. Blocked. Winfield again. In front of the net cleared. Samuelson harassed on that one. Now the Mongoose will be able to take it up ice for the time being. Samuelson can't quite get that one back. Weakland takes it for a second. Now dropped off. Through the neutral zone is Drobot. Drobot towards the net, saved by Knight. Knight's going to cover this one up for a whistle here.
Yeah, you can tell that the Mongooses have definitely, it just feels like they've played together for a while. You can tell they're making some just nice subtle passing plays to open each other up, create some offense. They're getting some good chances at the net. And able to do well defensively as well to break up anything the Mallards have tried to put together so far.
Quick face-off here from the Mongooses, saved by Knight. Mallards stretch pass a little too strong. Weakland receives that one now. Sends it over to Phibbs. Phibbs with a Mallard on him. Evades 2, and now Phibbs through the neutral zone. Crosses the blue line. Backhand, tries to make a move to the middle, broken up. Stretch pass, can't quite connect. Mongoose is taken for a second. And now Samuelson has it for the Mallard in his own end. 2 Mongooses on him. He's able to get away from danger there. Giving it to Smith. Smith up the right wall. Entering the zone. Towards the net. Gloved.
Yeah, a good chance there to just get something on the net, maybe get a little bit lower and create some traffic in front. Try to get some rebounds, just try to get something dirty just to mix some things up here.
Yeah, that one looked a little too easy for Olvera, just flashing the glove on a shot from out wide. Face off one here. Taken by the Fighting Mongooses. Left wall, Drobot tries to send it across the middle. Can't quite connect. Kept in at the blue line. Shackleford able to get there. Drobot makes a move, cuts to the middle, saved by Knight. Clear the safety for now. Kept in by the Mongooses. Cross ice pass. No one there. Taken now by Eimer. Eimer cuts to the middle, turnover. Levine fighting for that one. Levine gets there first. Levine stick lifts, pickpockets that one, tries to send it with a net blocked. Now the Mallard's able to clear, but it's going to be a icing here and a face-off in their own end.
Yeah, Mallard's doing a good job there at least to try to keep them in the box and just keep them outside. But still a couple of nice chances, even with not a lot of room for the Mongooses here. So yeah, the Mallards are going to have to try to create some kind of offense here. Still lots of time, 12 minutes left in the first half. And they're only down one, despite how the tilt has gone the way of the Mongooses early on.
Face-off one by Gerke. Mallards have possession. Wrapped around the wall. Fighting for it. Pops out to the blue line. Shot towards the net. Deflected. Saved by Knight. Loose. And it's in! Mongooses double their lead.
Yeah, some great hand-eye there. That first shot was a good one from the point and with traffic in front, but to knock that one out of the air and get a second look at it. Just standing right where you need to, right in the crease. Creating some havoc for the netminder. And waving that stick right in front probably threw him off a little bit, and then getting a good second touch on that one to put that one home.
Face off now, won by the Mallards, looking for an answer as they find themselves down 2 here with under 11 minutes to go in the first half of the Copper C Championship. Near wall, Gerke now has behind the net. She circles, looking for options. Stops up, poked away. Mongooses steal it behind their own net. Up the wall. Samuelson able to keep it in, backhands it low. Forecheck now here by the Mallards. Fighting for it, Mallards get possession. Quickly taken, delayed penalty coming up here as well. And it looks like the Mallards are gonna get the first power play of the game here.
Yeah, they were starting to try to build something there on that last shift. Couldn't get many shots through, but again, just building a little bit of a cycle game and now a power play opportunity. Still 10 minutes left in this half. This is a great chance for them to try to cut this lead in half and get themselves back in the game.
Hooking is the call here.
It all starts with possession here. If they can get a good face-off win, then just start putting something together.
Face-off won by the Mallards, but Mongooses strike on that one quick. And now 2-on-2 shorthanded. Across the blue line, cuts to the middle, broken up. And now Mallards turn up ice. Winfield weaving through the zone, goes wide, shot. Olvera with the save, puck sitting there, flipped to safety by the Mongoose defense.
And that's the kind of shot you want to take on the power play. It went low, it bounced right back into the slot, but you need someone there to hopefully bang home a rebound.
Another chance here for Winfield entering the zone. Slap shot off the shoulder of Olvera. Wraps all the way around, kept in. Backhand towards the net, bouncing in front. Puck still sitting there. Tripped up there, no call, play on. Wrapped around by Drobot, and that's gonna get all the way down the length of the ice. Knight back to collect that one.
Yeah, good clear for the Mongooses there. They're able to make a change.
Samuelson whiffs on the pass. Chance here for the Mongooses shorthanded. A minute left to go on this hooking power or penalty. Oh, another penalty coming up now. Holding is the call. We'll see who it's on.
Yeah, Mallard's not happy about that one. He felt he was being held onto and just kind of pushed off to create a little separation, but his man went down, and now we'll get some 4-on-4 here. But time ticking away still, like you mentioned, the running clock. So if they can't get out here quickly, most of this power play or most of this even 4-on-4 is going to disappear.
Yep, Samuelson to the box. Mongoose is up 2, going to have a Probably about a minute 40 power play or so once the minor for hooking expires.
And still need a man to go to the bench, so this is only hurting the Mallards as now the 4-on-4 has disappeared.
Face
and it's
off.
a 4-minute penalty.
4-minute double minor. All right, so we'll see how this goes. Mongoose is already with the 2-0 lead. A very good chance to help themselves here early in this first half. Towards the net, wide. Kept in by Shackleford. Loses it, but now re-entering the zone is Cook. Cook cuts to the middle, broken up. Shackleford able to get there. Drobot able to get there. Drobot towards the net, deflected wide by Cook. Mongooses can't keep this one in. Mallard's able to get this one down the length of the ice. Nearly 1 minute gone. Olvera plays it forward to Shackleford. Shackleford looks up ice. Cross ice pass. Mongooses enter the zone. One move. Backhanded to the center. Cook gets it on the far wall. Cook down low. Cook has it again at the right point. Shot through, glove saved by Knight.
Yeah, beautiful glove save there, but you want to get that shot a little bit lower. You had a lot of traffic in front. You had guys around the net. Obviously, you just want to take any chances you can on the power play, but you had two bodies there right in front ready for a rebound, but that shot a little high and an easy snag for the netminder.
Knight, face off to his left. Mongooses get possession. 2 minutes and 25 seconds left on this power play. Kept in by Weakland. Weakland, cross ice pass. Mongoose is able to cycle here. Towards the net, deflected, sticked away by Knight into the corner. Mongoose get there first, tape, keep it in. Weakland steps into one, shot deflected, rebound there, loose, bodies in front, still loose, and now the whistle blows.
Yeah, that's the kind of traffic you're looking for on the power play. A lot of rebounds, just sticks going. The goalie's flopping around on his back trying to find the loose puck. He couldn't even get to that one, but the defender helped him out by covering the post. And even had another defender back behind that goalie that I think actually stopped that puck.
Yeah, I think the defender got an assist on that save. Mongoose is nearly up 3 here, but Knight in his team of defense able to keep that one out, keep it a 2-goal game.
Yeah, this will be good for the Mallards if they can kill this off with 1:25 left on it, but a 4-minute power play was a lot to deal with, already down 2.
Mongooses still have possession. Past the front, just a little too strong, can't be collected. Now, the Mallards have it for the time being, but Mongooses get right back. Jones, already with 1 goal today, fires one towards the net, save. Mongooses still have it. Jones sends this one up to Phibbs. Phibbs back to Jones. Jones on the half wall. Jones to Weakland. Weakland towards the net, saved by Knight. Weakland has it, steps into it, makes a move. Another move, loses the control. Now a chance for the Mallards the other way. Winfield, one-on-one. All by himself here, he's gonna turn back. 30 seconds left on the Mongooses power play. Mongooses turn it over again. Puck sent deep.
Yeah, at the very least, they're doing a great job of killing the rest of this penalty. Even if they're not creating any offense, they've done a good job just get sticks in lanes and just waste this clock.
Mongoose is now with numbers. Mongoose enter the zone, shot it wide. Flip forward. Mongoose with a chance. Penalty expires, back to even strength. Mongoose is another shot, blocked, sent, and now a chance for the Mallards, but too strong as the change is happening, and the Mallards with a near breakaway just can't connect and ice it.
Yeah, you want to take at least a look at the clock there when you have the time ticking down with the man in the box. Always a potential opportunity for a breakaway, especially when you have possession deep in your own end. And they just missed that after the man came out of the box and went for a change.
Face off now, one straight forward by the Mallards, clear the zone. They've killed the 4-minute penalty. Could be some momentum here, but the Mongooses look to regain that as they enter the zone. Drobot makes a few moves, loses the handle. Still kept by the Fighting Mongooses, and they're going to pass that one out of their own end. Olvera out of his net again, plays that one for a teammate. Up the wall. Mongooses take it. Robinson, captain of this team, center pass, deflected, saved by Knight.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of room there to hold on to that puck with that pass into the slot. And just a quick one-touch on goal. Good job by the Mongooses there to just take advantage of a quick transition play.
Levine in the circle. Taken by the Mongooses after a battle at the hash mark. Kept in at the blue line again. Now the puck gets out. Weakland chases it down the ice. No icing on the ice. Now the whistle blows.
Yeah, it didn't look like it fully went out of play, but they blew it dead anyway.
Face off outside of the Mongoose zone. One back by Robinson and the Mongooses. Up to Gerke. Gerke runs into a teammate. And now the Mongooses take it. That's just how the game's been going so far for the Mallards, it looks like. Near chance turns the other way. Straker sends it up the ice. Now Gerke with some space through the neutral zone, makes a move wide. Shot, saved by Olvera, cleared to the corner by Weakland.
Yeah, we'll see if the Mallards can get anything here. It's been a lot of one-and-dones on a lot of these plays. It's good for them to get pucks to the net, but obviously they're going to need some rebounds here if they can break one through.
And now the Mongooses go the other way. Drobot makes a move to the middle, puck sitting there. Knight just gloves that one for the whistle here with just over a minute to go in the first half.
Yeah, so again, it's been all Mongooses for the most part in this first half, but again, that's a big kill that the Mallards had to handle with a 4-minute power play. And like we mentioned, the momentum you can gain from killing a penalty like that, but now it's time to see if they can create some offense out of it.
Under a minute to go now, face off to the left of Knight. Mallards take this one, clear to center. Forecheck coming from Zielinski. Just gonna wrap that around the wall. Mallards have it. Pass across to Winfield. Winfield makes a move around Jones. Winfield now carries it in. Keeps it for the time being, but now taken by Phibbs. Phibbs off the wall, out. Mongooses, chance here. Nice play by the defense to break that one up. Winfield backhands this one. Nearly taken by the Mallards, but a shot here blocked from the Mongooses. Mongooses puck in the slot, backhand covered up by Knight as the first half expires here.
Yeah, so the Mallards did well defensively. They honestly mitigated a lot of those chances that the Mongooses were creating. They had far more possession, obviously, in that first half, but to only be down 2 despite having that, again, 4-minute power play earlier. We're just going to see if they can create some of those chances. They had a few early that could have been odd man rushes, potential 3-on-1, a 2-on-1 that was almost there, but the Mongooses quickly got sticks in lanes and prevented that. But yeah, if you can, they had a couple of shifts where they were at least able to kind of cycle a little bit. But again, it was a lot of one-and-dones with those shots and no rebounds. So we'll see if they can turn that a little bit in the second half. Yeah,
we'll see here. 30 seconds until we resume play. Mallards come into this game actually as the higher seeded team. Find themselves down 2-0 to the Fighting Mongooses. 22 minutes away from being the first Dawg Bowl 15 champions of the weekend.
Yeah, 22 minutes is plenty of time to try to create something. They're not down by much. Just get something, just get one, and let's see what goes from there.
One's all they need to get this one started. We've seen crazier comebacks this weekend. And anything can happen in men's league hockey, adult league hockey.
Yeah, no lead is safe.
Puck is dropped, and half two of this one is underway. Jones takes it for the Mongooses, sends it forward. Pass to the slot, puck cleared. The corner, Mongooses on it again. Their forechecks have been really good this game, not giving the Mallards any time and space in their own end, and able to keep taking it back. Gonzalez up the ice. Chance here now for the Mongooses. Shot towards the net, sticked away by Knight. Puck, batted into the corner. Peck in, flips it to center ice, or to the middle, taken by the Mongooses. Backhand towards the net, blocked. Again kept in at the blue line by the Mongooses. Step in, shot, off the outside of the net. Mongooses stay with it. Shackelford sends it low. Mongoose circling, taken away now by the Mallards. Trying to clear the zone, getting pressured heavily by Quaid. Now the Mallards able to get it out. Gerke takes it. Stops up, protects the puck, up towards the front. Cross ice pass, gets past teammate on the other side of the ice. And now puck out of play and a whistle here.
Not even sure where that one went. Looks like it went lost in someone's gear. And I don't think even the Mongooses know where it went unless it fell into the bench.
Yeah, I think that one disappeared, found its way onto the bench. Face off now in the offensive zone for the Mallards. Gerke lines up to take this one. Mallards get possession towards the net, blocked. Gerke in the corner. Few moves, loses the handle, now the Mongoose take it the other way. Mongoose chance here. Drobot, power moves, forehand, save by Knight. Weakland now keeps it at the blue line, towards the net. Knight with the save, rebound there. Still loose, covered up by Knight. Puck stays out.
Yeah, Knight doing a great job of keeping them in this one. Another 3-4 chances there for the Mongooses, but like you said, a nice power move, just lower the shoulder and break your way around the defenseman. And that created at least a little bit of offense there, and then 3-4 rebound attempts.
Under 20 to go now in the second half. Face off, won back by the Mallards. Smith up the right wall. This one out to center ice. Should be a hand pass. We play on. Winfield now with a chance. Mallards have number shot. Olvera covers that one up. No rebound.
Yeah, that's been the difficulty here for the Mallards. A lot of their shots are from difficult angles and maybe just a little too high off the ice, just kind of going right into the gut of the netminder. If you can get some of those, just kind of come off the pads, come back out into the slot, try to create some rebounds, just get something.
Olvera very strong so far with the chances he's seen. Puck towards the net, bouncing puck, goes wide. Phibbs has it, circles, spins back, up the right wall, kept in by the Mallards. Phibbs diving for it, cleared the center ice by Levine. Mallards now enter the zone for the time being, but taken by the Mongooses. Mongooses, chance here, Drobot, centering pass, all alone, backhand saved by Knight.
Maybe he was better off staying that on the forehand, ran out of room once he went to the backhand.
Winfield trying to counter for the Mallards. Winfield has it towards the front, bounces off the back of the net. Robinson cycles this one back around his own end. This one sent down the ice. No icing here. Drobot, centering pass. Puck sitting in the slot, taken by the Mallards, chipped to the sidewall. Winfield gets this one out. Too strong, however, and it's going to go down the length of the ice for icing.
Yeah, still 17-20 here, lots of time. Mallards have had a few chances in the offensive zone, but it's a lot of quick transitions where the Mongooses come right back the other way and create some offense of their own. And again, they're getting second, third, fourth shooting opportunities that are creating a little bit more havoc. And the Mallards just try to mix some of that into their offense.
Knight's probably been the MVP so far for the Mallards, keeping them in this game.
Absolutely.
Now Mongooses again with the pressure. Pad save by Knight. Mongooses just able to contain the pressure of in the offensive zone, not giving the Mallards a lot of chances. That one blocked by themselves, gets out to center ice, but Shackelford the first one back for the Mongooses to send this back up the ice. And a chance here. Numbers, Jones, stick lift, nice steal there by Crown on the back check to keep that one away from danger. Samuelson has it, keeps it moving up ice. Broken up by the Mongooses at the blue line. Crown, cross ice pass, broken up by Jones. Jones keeps it on the half wall, now battling. Jones comes away with it, back in towards the slot, taken by Samuelson. Mallards chasing, Ryan chases that one to the corner. Ryan gets it for the time being, now taken by Shackelford again. Jones pressured by Gerke. Gerke comes away with it. Mallards looking for anything here. Gerke to Samuelson. Samuelson spins towards the net, sticked into the corner by Olvera. Up the wall, kept in by Samuelson. Mallard now, Samuelson has it. Shot, blocked, bouncing puck. Cleared by Quaid on to Knight, so we play on. Knight starts the rush here for the Mallards. Samuelson's just going to send this one in and get a line change. Olvera now behind his net, starts it up for Levine. Levine circling, flips this one around the wall. Weakland pokes it forward. Can't get it past the Mallards forechecker, but now the supporting cast of the Mongoose is able to get it out to center ice before being sent back down deep into the zone by the Mallards. Levine has it. Leaves it for Robinson. Robinson cuts the middle towards the net, wide. Weakland on the half wall, battling with Winfield. Winfield comes away with it, makes a few moves. Winfield has some space, pokes it forward, breakaway here. Winfield 2-on-0. Winfield's going to take this one himself. Winfield on Olvera. It stays out. Off the crossbar, it stays out. I thought Winfield cut the lead in half.
Wow, that's a tough break for the Mallards. They're obviously their best chance, although we do have a man down right now. Hopefully everything's okay there, but poking that one forward to get the breakaway, and that one just goes right off the crossbar, and it bounced right back down low, right under the slot. They even had a second chance there at the rebound. And again, sometimes the posts are a goalie's best friend. Obviously, you never want to see anything like this. Still have a man down.
Looked like in the chaos ensuing after the crossbar, a couple bodies collided, leading to this situation.
Yeah, it just kind of slipped down now around the net, and I think a body fell on top of him. Looked like he was holding his shoulder potentially. Hopefully, again, something minor. He's back up to a seated position, so that's good to see.
Back to his feet. Brandon Weakland heading back to the bench. Always good to see someone skate off on their own power.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Positive here. Although you don't want to see anyone hurt in a tournament, and well, in any situation, especially a charity tournament here.
And it looked like he was just trying to make a nice defensive play, just try to get in there and clear that after one of the best chances the Mallards have had all day.
Clock stops in this situation, so breather for both teams. While Weakland was being 10-2 down on the ice. Face off now to the right of Olvera as we resume play. Miscommunication there by the Mallards, but they're able to keep it in the zone for the time being. Flip forward, Levine has it for the Mongooses. Hounded by Crown, able to keep it in for the Mallards. Crown backhands it towards the front. Bouncing puck over the stick of the Mallards teammate. Nearly good chance there, but Zielinski just couldn't corral that one. Crown now fighting, circles towards the end, and it's in!
We're gonna have to wait for a replay to see how that one went through, but it looks like the shot was taken from behind the net. Maybe just went off a defenseman or something.
And that's the break you need here. Crown spins the puck towards the front of the net, and all of a sudden it's behind Olvera.
I have to assume it went off one of the Mongooses. We'll get another look here. Oh, it may have gone off another Mallard and found its way in. But either way, it's a goal.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think they mind who gets that one.
No, just get it through.
And they cut the lead in half with under 13 to go here in the second half of this Copper Seed champion. Delayed penalty here. Knight with a save and a whistle. Interference to call off the face-off.
So obviously this is going to benefit the Mongooses getting a power play here late, but despite how well they've played, it's a one-goal game.
I didn't see the penalty here. Just it looked like some tangled up players in the neutral zone off the face-off, and Mongooses just lost their 2-goal lead, looking to regain it. Robinson has it. Pass across, Shackelford. Can't keep it in, Gerke chasing. Shackelford able to fight off Gerke, but Gerke takes it at center ice. Gerke turns towards his own. Quickly, Mongooses collapse on that one and take it away. Numbers for the Mongooses on the power play. Drobot, centering pass, too far. Gerke gets there. Gerke can't get that one out. Support from her teammate now. Gerke, one-on-one as she hurries. She's going to send this one down the length of the ice and kill some time on the Mongooses power play.
Yeah, good job by the Mallards there. Creating something here, and here they go again.
Turnover, Mallards, 1-on-4, circling the net. Taken now by the Mongooses, but they're in their own end on the power play, so I think the Mallards are okay with this. Samuelson.
Absolutely.
Across the Crown. Crown flips it forward. Winfield on it. Winfield and Shackelford. Winfield gets there first. Winfield stops up. Sends it to the front. Puck sitting there. Loose. Into the corner it goes. Quaid up the right wall. In the feet of his teammate.
Well, despite how good the Mongooses have played throughout this entire game, they haven't done as well on this power play or the last one they had earlier.
And the Mallards really fought their way back into this one after the Mongooses jumped out to an early lead. The Mongooses now looking for something. Jones, shot saved by Knight. Phibbs now has it. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Phibbs over to his teammate. Makes a move, turned over. One-on-one here. Chance for Winfield to tie this one. Hits the crossbar right. Winfield makes a move. Olvera is going to come out of his net and just clear this one to the sidewall. Turnover. Crown over to Winfield. Winfield shot saved by Olvera. Rebound saved again.
Wow, 3 amazing chances here already for the Mallards, shorthanded, and now they're back to even strength. But maybe they feel they're playing a little bit better with 4 on the ice.
Olvera keeps his team in this one, as it looked like Winfield had all of the net to shoot out, and Olvera gets over, makes a big save, and gets the second one on the rebound as well. Under 10 to go in the second half. Face-off won by the Mongooses, back to even strength. Taken up ice by Cook. Cook makes a move to the middle, backhand. Saved by Knight. Cook keeps possession. Another penalty. Knight with another save. Cook again. Whistle blows. And the Mongooses are going to head right back to the power play.
And again, maybe this isn't the end of the world for the Mallards, for some of their best scoring chances have come shorthanded today. So little discussion on what happened there. The Mongooses have been great on the rush, but not able to set much up so far with the extra man. But another chance to do so. hooking is the call.
Jessica Shaker heads to the box for the Mallards. Now the Mongooses with the 2-minute power play here. Mallards, though, looking for an equalizer. Crown flips this to center. Cook drew that last penalty, has it now. Up to Quaid. Quaid fakes the slap shot, sends it to the middle of the ice. Just cleared to the safety for now. Shackelford able to keep it in for the Mongooses. Crown picks it up for the Mallards, wraps it around the wall, all the way out. 30 seconds gone on the power play. Cook through the neutral zone again. Drops this one. Towards the net. Quaid, saved by Knight. Cook collects again. Cook tries to center this one. Another chance for Jones. Jones deflected wide. Battle in the corner. Mongooses come away with it. Jones. Cross pass to Shackelford. Shackelford back over to Jones in the corner. Takes a weird hop there. And now the Mallards able to clear this one out to center ice. Gonzalez sends this forward for the Mongooses. Taken by Samuelson of the Mallards. Samuelson drops it to Crown. Crown gets it out. Keeps up ice. Over to Eimer. Eimer enters the zone. Drops it now. Winfield has it. Winfield nearly tied this game moments ago. Mongooses clear this one. Under 20 to go on the power play. Knight out of his net. Just sends this one across the ice out of the zone. Mongooses re-enter. Robinson. Backhand towards the middle. Phibbs gets it on the opposite point. Phibbs down the half wall. Levine towards the net. Can't connect with Robinson there on the back door.
We're back to even strength.
Mallards did their job again, killing the penalty, and Knight is going to glove this one for a whistle with 6.5 to go in the game.
Well, just what you want. You want a one-goal game with a little bit of time left in a championship environment. And the Mallards, despite, again, how things have gone, they've been shorthanded multiple times this half, but one goal away from making this one a tied game.
Face off to the right of Knight, won by the Mongooses. Mongooses pass this one back, regroup in their own end. Taken away. Shot towards the net, wide. Zielinski sends that one too far. Smith keeps it in. Battling with Peckin. Mallards can't quite keep that one in. Peckin towards the net. Olvera just pads that one away. Mongoose is now looking the other way. Levine was down there, couldn't get that one. No ice here. Shaker sends it, turned over. Bouncing puck in the front, cleared to safety by Zielinski.
That one could have been real dangerous.
Peckin enters the zone for the Mallards, sends it towards the net, bounces off the wall. Taken back by Cook. Cook makes a move, evades a couple Mallards forecheckers. Cook just going to send this up the right wall, the left wall to Levine. Levine has it. Centering pass, chance here for Robinson. Robinson shoots off the post and it stays out. Mallards now countering. Peckin, shot, far wide. Robinson now for the Mongooses, out to center ice, makes a move. Numbers here if they hurry. Robinson takes this one wide. Backhanded to the middle, broken up by Samuelson. Samuelson can't get that one out. Gonzalez keeps it in, shot blocked. Now pushing it forward are the Mallards, but taken away. And Levine now one-on-one. Levine makes a move around Crown. Crown gets his skate on that one to keep the Mallards heading up ice. Now taken back by Phibbs and sent deep. Levine chasing for the Mongooses. Under 5 to go. Towards the net, wide. That one exits the zone. Gonzalez back to retreat. Just chipped forward by the Mongooses. Quaid chases, gets there first. Quaid stops up, centers it all the way through. Phibbs now steps down. Battle along the near wall. Phibbs comes with it, passes it across to Jones. Jones slap shot, save, rebound sitting there. Gerke clears it. And now the Mallards, under 4 to go, Need one to tie this game in the championship. Phibbs able to steal that one. Back check by Gerke. Sticks that one into the corner. Crown up the wall. Mallard's in a change, can't get there. Shackelford now congregates in his own end with the puck. Mongoose is watching as the clock ticks down. 30.5 minutes to go as we get the whistle here.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth action. The Mallard's going to try to have to get a little bit of a cleaner breakout to get something moving. A lot of those passes, they're just trying to get up the ice and just at least out of their zone are successful, but then it's picked up, and then the Mongooses are coming back in with a lot of speed and numbers and a lot of situations. And then we saw another crossbar opportunity right there on a breakaway. So both teams benefiting from the crossbar.
Yeah, the Iron has 2 big saves today. Both team with 1, so I think they're even now. Shaker starts it up the wall. Kept in by Cook. Cook, shot blocked. Taken wide. Delayed penalty here. Looks like the Mallards are getting a power play opportunity in the final minutes of this one. Winfield takes it. Knight goes to the bench, extra attacker on. Winfield has it for the moment. Mallards keep it moving down low. Mallards have their 6 on the ice. Delayed penalty. Touched up by the Mongoose, and the whistle blows. 2.5 minutes.
Well, what more could you want if you're the Mallards? Now a power play opportunity in the final 2.5 minutes. A chance to tie this game. They're going to call a timeout. Or they're at least asking for one.
Timeout called, 2 minutes and 18 seconds left. Trying to figure out a game plan with a power play.
Yeah, and they're going to have the extra attacker, so it's going to be 6-on-4. So it's going to be a little difficult because there's not going to be a ton of room out there. So you probably want to get a couple of bodies in front. You want to make sure you keep a couple people high, though, as well, so that nothing can get past you and get back towards that empty net. But at this point, pucks to the net from every angle and then just crash, get those rebounds, and do whatever you can to even this game.
And the one benefit for the Mongooses here is that they're going to be shorthanded, so they can just launch the puck down with no issue of icing the puck.
Yeah. If I'm out on the Mongooses, any clean look, if you're struggling to get it out of the zone at any point, don't worry about making a perfect play. Just send it down.
2:18 left in this one. Mallards find themselves down 1 with a power play.
They're going to set up heavy on the net side.
Face off, won by the Mongooses. Sent out and past Samuelson all the way down. Crown back to retreat behind his empty cage. Sends it up quickly. Winfield has it. Winfield takes some space. Able to keep control, weaves through the zone, shot towards the net. Olvera is just going to cover this one up.
Yeah, they're clearly working a lot through Winfield. He's trying to use his speed to get through the middle there, but just not a lot of support surrounded by 3 green jerseys. But if everyone kind of collapses on the puck carrier there, someone's got to be open. They already have 2 extra out there right now.
Face off again to the right of left of Olvera. Kept in at the blue line. Nice keep there by Samuelson to keep the pressure in the zone. Shaker has it. Spins, taken down. Keeps possession of it. Getting some support from Gerke. Crown now has it towards the net. Bouncing puck covered up by Olvera.
Yeah, good job to just get that one towards the net. And again, that's where you need those other supporting cast members there to crash the net and try to get something there. But a good job, again, by Olvera to not let any rebounds out.
That puck, I think, took a late deflection off a defenseman there. But Olvera able to stay with it and keep it out. Mallards now down to 1:30 left in this game, looking for a 1 goal to tie it and send this to a shootout. Dangerous pass from Samuelson for the Mallards with an empty net. Crown now has it over to Samuelson. Samuelson collects it off the wall. Winfield now takes it. Winfield through the neutral zone, enters the zone. Winfield makes a move, broken up by Shackelford. Zielinski central to the net, puck sitting there. It kept out by Olvera's right pad. Mallards now looking to keep possession. That one's gonna get all the way out. Under a minute to go now. Olvera with the right pad keeps this one a lead for the Fighting Mongooses. Mallards head up ice quick. Winfield into the zone. Winfield has it. Gets some support from Shaker. Shaker now flips it towards the front. Puck in front. Kept in by Samuelson. Samuelson down low to Peckin. Peckin to the front. Puck has it. Shaker has it. Saved by a rebound. And it's in! The Mallards tie it with 22 seconds to go.
That's exactly what they needed to do. They had the extra attacker. They had someone open on the back door. There's only so many mongooses that you could have there to try to protect that area of the net. All of those initial saves were made, but a big rebound kicks out and perfectly put over the bar.
Nicholas Crown gets the equalizer with 22 seconds left.
And there was not a lot of room to put that one in with the stretching goal coming across and tuck that under the bar. 2-2 game with 22 seconds left. Now it looks like the Mongooses will take their timeout.
And with their time expiring in the championship game, the Mallards find life. Look to extend this one to a shootout.
Yeah, what more could you want in a championship game?
Yeah.
Some drama here at the end. The Mallards really had to battle back into this one. They were down too early.
Yep.
And the Mongooses, just their offense kind of dried up after those first few minutes. They were still creating a lot of chances, but like you said earlier, Knight really kept the Mallards in this game. They survived multiple shorthanded situations throughout and then get it done on the power play with the goalie pulled. But still time left. This thing is not yet over.
Yet. Face-off, taken by the Mongooses. Jones gets his stick lifted. Now Winfield into the zone. Winfield to the middle. Winfield still has it. Some support. Gerke now with a chance. Shot, and she scores! 4 seconds left, and the Mallards take the lead.
Wow. That is truly unbelievable. Not a lot of time was left there. Even with 12 seconds when Winfield came in, they pressured him right away, knocked the puck off the stick, but that pass to open up Gerke was beautiful. On the backhand, right to the tape, and then ripped it over the shoulder, despite how well the Mongooses have been this entire game. Now down for the first time with only 4 seconds left.
Incredible here. An incredible start to Championship Sunday here as the Mallards look to kill the final 4 seconds and win this one. And from the jaws of defeat, the Mallards find themselves victorious here with 2 goals in 18 seconds and take the Copper C championship here at Dawg Bowl 15.
That's a tough one for the Mongooses. Again, they really played well throughout this entire game, but a battle back from the Mallards this entire second half. They were down 2-0 to start the second half. And it took one, just an awkward bounce that found its way in to get them back into the game. A power play late with the goalie pulled to tie it, and then a magical ripping one over the shoulder of the goaltender with just 4 seconds left in the game to get this thing done. That's how you want to win a championship right there.
Sometimes it's not how you start, it's how you finish, and the Mallards took that one to heart. Down for most of the game, 22 seconds left, they find the equalizer, and with 4 seconds left, Gerke makes no mistake and helps lead this Mallards team to the Copper C championship here. What a game to start today.
Absolutely. That's one of the best games I've seen here in a long time.
Incredible. Looks like the trophy should be heading out on the ice. Infamous Dawg Bowl trophy that everyone wants at the end of this long 5-day tournament.
Yeah, it's a short tournament, but all the work done to get back here, and then again, winning the championship that way, it's got to be more fun than a lot of other ways you can get it done.
The team will get their picture.
Nothing more fun than throwing off the lid and celebrating with your team. A nice comeback victory to win a championship.
And here's the trophy. The first picture it will be getting this weekend. Captain Stacy Smith is going to be the one to lift it up above her head as the Mallards are victorious here. A lot of smiles on the ice here.
Yeah, congratulations to the Mallards. What a game.
And as the team celebrates, that's all we're going to have here as the Mallards take home the Copper C Championship to start off the championship games of Dawg Bowl 15. What a game. My name's Jared Miller.
Joaquin Rivera.
Thank you for tuning in, and have a good day.
That's a wrap. Thanks for tuning in.
I'm Lucas Bisbee with New York Life and Eagle Strategies, proud sponsor of Dawg Bowl 15.
Always remember to play hard
Play fair.
and give back.
We'll see you at the next face-off.